NBA player prop picks for tonight. We got two NBA games on the NBA betting slate. We got Heat Knicks, we got Lakers Warriors, and I got a player prop pick for each game. To do a little bit of a recap, yesterday was a rough one. I went 0-2 on this YouTube channel. Two brutal beats, one worse than the other, that nobody cares about how bad the beat was, but we had Jaylen Brown over 24.5 points. He ends with exactly 24 after missing 4 free throws in the fourth quarter alone and having his layup blocked by Embiid. Brutal. We had Jokic over 55.5 points, rebounds, assists. He ends with the triple-double, but only 54 of that stat after the Nuggets blow out the Suns. I had been riding extremely hot, so we knew that one of these days was coming, but last time we had an 0-2 day, we followed it up with a 2-0 day, and I'm hoping to do the same today. Overall, I'm 12-6 in my last 18, which is still pretty good. But let's get into these picks. So again, I got 2 picks for you guys, one for each game. In the Heat versus Knicks, we are locking in Kyle Lowry over 4.5 assists. That is at plus 135 odds at DraftKings. You can also get it at plus 135 at Bet365. So Kyle Lowry, he had 6 assists in games 1 and 2, and then he only had 4 assists in games 3 and 4. So he's trending right around this number. And this makes sense. Like, you can almost directly attribute his assists going over or under based on the number of minutes that he's playing. In games 1 and 2, when he hit 6 assists, he had 30 and 31 minutes, respectively. In games 3 and 4, when he missed it, he only had 4 assists. He played 25 and 26 minutes, respectively. Now, obviously, game 2 was the outlier with Jimmy Butler being out when he did have 6 assists, but he also had 6 in game 1 when Jimmy Butler played. But the reason why I like this one is I do expect in a closeout game the Heat going for the jugular like they did in Milwaukee and playing Kyle Lowry closer to 30 minutes as opposed to the mid-20s that he's been playing. And Kyle Lowry has also really unlocked their bench unit, right? Like, unlocked is a little bit of an aggressive word, but he's been playing well in that bench unit. He's developed some pretty good pick and roll chemistry with Cody Zeller, which is not a sentence that I expected to say in the second round of the playoffs in 2023, but here we are. So he's been running that second unit, which obviously gives him ample opportunity to rack up the assists. So in this one, obviously the risk here is that he's not super ball dependent, right? He's not like a Chris Paul, obviously. He's not like a James Harden. But for plus 135 odds, I think the value is pretty good, considering he's been right around this number the entire series. He's hit it in 2, he's missed it in 2, and I love doing the flip-flop method, right? He's missed it in the last 2, so maybe that trend flips the other way and he starts going back over again. But regardless, for plus 135 odds, the value's there. I do think this one's pretty good. So play number 1, Kyle Lowry over 4.5 assists, plus 135 odds, again at DraftKings and Bet365. For the next game, we are locking in Anthony Davis to go under 24.5 points. That is at minus 110 odds at DraftKings. So Anthony Davis missed this last game when he ended with 23 points. And the risk here is that he seemingly hits it in literally every other game, which is like some weird stat going on with Anthony Davis. Because here are his point totals in the last 8 games. It's the ultimate definition of the flip-flop. 31, 12, 31, 16, 30, 11. And then in the last 2, it's evened out a little bit as he's had 25 and 23 points. But I've seen on Twitter Lakers fans complaining about like the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the Jekyll and Hyde nature of Anthony Davis. Looking at his point totals, you kind of understand. Now, one thing, not that we're betting on his defense has been incredible throughout the entire time. It's just offensively, it's come and gone. And this stat admittedly isn't perfect, but one thing that I did like when I was researching this, so Anthony Davis played 43 minutes in the last game, right? The last time he played 43 minutes, he had over 30 points. The next game after that was game 2 against the Warriors. He only had 11 points in like 32 minutes. So I do think that there's something to be said about him having tired legs and that in the game after playing 40 plus minutes, he's not quite as effective as he was. Now, part of the reason why he played so few minutes in game 2 was because it was a blowout. And I'm not necessarily expecting this game to be a blowout, but I do think that this could be one of those games where it's not exactly the offensive firehouse that we've seen every other game from Anthony Davis. I think that he could be a little bit slower offensively. Now, it's possible that the Warriors just lay down and die after being down 3-1 in what seems like just a weird, tumultuous season for them. I personally am not expecting that. I am expecting Anthony Davis to be heavily guarded by Draymond Green, who is just going to be a psychopath in this game at home, not letting the team lose in 5 to the Lakers. So Anthony Davis under 24.5 points. minus 110 odds at DraftKings. I do really like. I think there is some value there. I haven't taken an under in a couple days. I've also gone 1-3 in the past 2 days. So it's time for an under. So first game, plus money banger. Second game, an under. Feels right. And that's what we're rocking with. So if you like both of these, comment, let me know. If you hate both of them, comment, let me know. Either way, let me know what you think. Other than that, remember to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Then you hit me up at my Twitter handle you see in the description of the video. Thanks for watching, and have a good one. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Below are all of my different social medias where I post picks and plays daily. Make sure to hit me up there. Also, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel as I'm constantly putting out new videos to learn how to make money sports betting. And that's it. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.